Welcome on in everyone. I'm literally halfway through rolling this field. Actually, make that 75% through rolling this field. I thought I'd make a head start and get cracking on. So, one of three things is going to happen in this episode. Either we're going to buy a new tractor, or we're going to buy a new harvester, or we're going to put a production down. Stick around to the end of the video to find out which one, but one of those three things will be happening. So, we're just going to finish this rolling up. Now, at the end of the last episode, I checked the precision farming score, which was 65. We put some fertiliser down, and I forgot to check the score. Well, I've checked it, and randomly it's gone down to 64. Not sure what that's all about. I can only guess it's probably to do with this plot here, the fact that we've got a lot of stuff going on which isn't finished. So hopefully, once we get the bits and bobs done on this field, that precision farming score will be going back up. I will have to take a trip to the shop because we've used all of our lime supplies up, so I'll probably do that once we're finished rolling here. But yeah, I'm probably going to buy a few other bits while we're there, and I do need to have a look at a milk tanker now that we are producing milk. But we'll get this rolling finished up first, and then we'll go from there. There's going to be lots and lots of checking the sale in this one. I mean, there always is anyway, let's face it. Looking for that tractor or harvester. If not, it's going to be the production, but we'll get this finished and we'll see what the day brings. So before we head off to the shop, there is one more thing that we need to do. I haven't checked this new field out yet. We need to send the analysis off and see what we're dealing with. Have we bought a whole plot of silty clay, or is our fortunes going to turn around and we've got some nice soil types here? So we'll just finish this up here, we'll grab that and we'll find out. So there is a small chance that we could have sandy loam in this field here. Is it sandy loam? Let's just check. Yeah, the green one is sandy loam. There's a good chance we could have sandy loam here. It may run over from that other field, and as you can see on the mini map, the corner of the above field does have sandy loam, so we've just got to keep our fingers crossed and hope for that. If not, we may well end up with a plot full of silty clay. But we'll get these sent off straight away and we'll have our answer in a moment. Last sample here, and then we'll find out for good. Really hoping for a good soil type here. Okay, so as ever, they'll come back super quick. Just a moment of time. There we go, £800, and we have got, okay, so that's not terrible. It's not the worst, it's not the best. The silty clay does carry on down there, which probably means it carries on down there as well, but that's okay. So we've got the sandy loam here, and this field here, we are going to be extending out a little bit, which should carry on the sandy loam. So that's not bad. It's nearly half and half split. I can deal with that. That's not too bad at all. I'm happy with that result. So we'll put this away. We do need to tidy some other stuff up later on down the line, but we'll do that a bit later. We'll grab the flatbed and head off to the shop. I do just want to say I really appreciate the comments and likes. It does really help out, especially against that dreaded YouTube algorithm. It is great to see the comments and engaging with the viewers and stuff, so yeah, I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. So the flatbed is over there. Let's just have a look and see what we've got. Well, we know we've got 3 crates of fertiliser there. We've got 1 bag of fertiliser, 4 bags of seed, so we definitely don't need seed, but I'd say we obviously need lime and fertiliser, so we'll buy a bunch of that. And then when we get there, we will just have a look, see what sort of money we're looking at for a milk tanker. If not, we may have to take a look on ModHub, but I'll see you when we get there. Okay then, so I've been checking the sale on the way here. The little buggy has gone, so surely that has got to be updated any time, you would think. Fingers crossed anyway. So we're going to get ourselves, we're going to have to spend a little bit of money here, but it, you know, needs must. So we're going to get 4 bags of that. We need to get lots of lime. We'll go for, okay, we'll go for 8 bags for now. We'll get everything loaded on. If we can fit any more, we'll get it on. If not, then that is what it is. But I will get this loaded on super quick so we can get cracking on with the jobs we've got to finish off. Okay, so we had enough room to put 4 more bags of lime on, so we've got an absolute full load here. I've just checked the sale yet again and everything is gone. So that tells me that some new stuff should be going on there very, very shortly, because all that stuff that was on there was from yesterday's sale. So fingers crossed we're going to get something nice soon. Anyway, we've got a nice big load here, so we'll get all this back and then we can get that lime spreading finished once and for all. And then that should be both the fields done for now. We shouldn't have to do anything with those for a little while. So I probably should have took the old plough with me when I went to the shop. I completely forgot about that. So what I'll do, we will just drop this trailer down and I'm going to put the plough by the end of the road. So the next time I head there, for whatever reason, if I've got space on the trailer or if we're just going with the tractor, I will remember to take that. That'll be a little bit of money clawed back, as we definitely won't be using this anymore. So I'll just put that there for now. That should be fine. Hopefully no one steals it. And hopefully I don't just drive past it every time, which is highly likely. Also, we did forget to look at some milk tankers, so we will just have a look now. If we go into animals, hopefully there's some milk tankers in there. We're looking for one with a nice capacity, but not going to cost lots and lots of money. Like I said, I may have to look on Mod Hub for one, more than likely. Is there anywhere else? We'll just have a look in trailers. I don't think they're going to be in there, but you never know. These are probably just normal trailers. Yeah, okay, so what I'll do is I will have a look on Mod Hub at some point, see if we can find a cheaper alternative. So we should have plenty of lime and fertiliser to last us for a little while now. So we will get straight onto that, see if that will improve the precision farming score. So I said before that it went down to 64, well it's randomly gone back up to 65. Not sure why, because we haven't done anything, but we will check it after this and see if it makes a difference or not. Poor old tractor does struggle to pull it a little bit, but it is a rather big load. And we're off. Wow, that really did use a lot of lime. About 10,000 litres in total. Hopefully the next time round, next year, when we have to do this again, it doesn't use half as much. I was quite surprised it used that much though. So, both fields are done. Fertilised, seeded, sort of rolled, lime spreaded. Lovely. Now, that was a big, big job preparing both those fields and getting them ready. But I'm super glad it's done now, and that should give us a nice yield. So let's have a look in the sale again. Still nothing. Wonderful. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm just going to tidy some of this stuff up right quick. Okay, so everything's put away. Now what I am going to do, just to give this sale page its best possible chance of giving us something good, I am just going to crack on with the couple of field extensions. Now this field here, it's not going to come out very far at all. So we'll just crack on with this because it is only half free. I do want to give it its best possible chance. If nothing comes up, then we will just be cracking on with the production. So I do just want to try and do this without tearing up the crop that we've got in. So I think just about here should be fine. Get that lowered. So we aren't going to go very far up because obviously it is rather uneven and that would involve lots and lots of landscaping, which I'm not very good at. So I think just about here is fine, but it's just going to be a small little field extension, which of course will give us better yields. Might be a little bit too much on the hill there, I'm not too sure, but we'll soon find out. And then we'll try and get right up to the crop without taking half of it out. You can sort of reverse and plough at the same time, which just makes that a little bit easier. There we go. Probably shouldn't have gone that close to the silo, but that's okay. And I am just going to do the same with the grass field behind us. Just going to extend that out a tiny bit. It's literally not going to be too much at all, but just to finish that off where we've got that sort of wasteland grass at the moment. And just like that, the field extension was done. I know it doesn't look like much, but every little helps at the end of the day. I am just going to go into the old landscape and menu because I think I've gone a little bit too much on the hill. So we're just going to put a tiny bit of grass back in. Only reason being our tractor and harvester is going to struggle to get up there. There we go, so that just sort of finishes that off. We're just going to do it a little bit more here. Lovely, I think that's fine. That'll do just perfect like that. Lovely. Okay, I'll stop there before I ruin it anymore. So we'll just head over to the grass field over there, and that's literally going to take 1 or 2 passes. It is very, very small what we're going to do over there, but we're essentially just ripping up this old piece of grass which doesn't grow properly to put some more in. That's all it is. It doesn't matter if we go into the track a tiny bit there. It is only grass. We might get an extra bale or so just at this tiny extension here, but as we know, bales are very important at the moment. Wow, those lily pads are really causing some problems. There we go. Finally. The little random patch at the end of this field here, I am just going to leave that like that because I do tend to park the trailers there when I'm not leaving things laying around. So we will just pop this away. The lawnmower is out down there as well. Been very untidy just recently. So we're at 4 o'clock now. Realistically, I'd say this sale page has probably got another hour, 2 hours, if not the production's going in. We are really giving it its best chance, and it's just letting us down at the moment. So we shouldn't need that subsoiler for a while, really. Shouldn't need that for a while at all. It's nice to see the crates and the honey building up yet again. Really helping us out, those are, just ticking along slowly as we're getting on with the other jobs. There we go, so the rear one is disconnected. So we'll just swing this round. Don't forget to select grass, that would be a big mistake. Alright then. And of course we are fertilising at the same time. So I will just need to throw the precision farming tool over this, just so we get our figures up, because if not that is going to affect us. And again, I did actually forget to check the figures after we done all that lime spreading, so I will just finish this off and then we will definitely check that. And that was it. So we'll put that onto, well, it doesn't really matter what we put it onto, because, oh no, see I shouldn't have done that, because I've put that on something else and now we've planted a little bit of something else. So let's lower that again, just go over that. Okay, I've made an absolute mess of this. It should be grass, it should be grass. I think it's just where it's picked up the different texture, so it was trying to drag the different texture across. Hopefully anyway, we'll find out when it starts growing. Right, okay. Still nothing yet. Not unsurprising at all, so we'll just go and grab the tool and get this little bit and the other little bit done. See what we're dealing with. Sandy loam with a bit of luck. Last sample right there. That only took 4 applications, I believe. So let's get those sent off. Should be a cheap one. There you go, £400. Let's see what we're dealing with. We're hoping it's going to be sandy loam. Where are we? Yep, so the field extension there carried on a sandy loam, and so did that. Okay, it's a shame really that all this ground here was so uneven and we couldn't do too much with it, because that probably is going to carry on down there, but that's okay. We've got a nice mixture. We've got a bit of both. So the environmental score still only 64. However, we do need to chuck some lime on those 2 extensions, but I can't see that making too much difference. Yeah, very odd. Anyway, let's just do that right quick. So although we're not going to plant anything on this bit for a while, we will just do this anyway. We'll hopefully improve our score with this. If not, we will just have a look into it and see exactly what it is we need. I believe it does tell you. So we could potentially improve our score that way. It might, even though weeds are turned off, it might say weeds. It does sometimes do that. Then I believe you might just have to run over the fields with a weeder just once or twice. Literally only a tiny bit. You don't even have to go over the whole field. And sometimes that will sort that out. But we'll have a look after this and we'll see what the score is. Literally the environmental score. So there we go, that's both of those extensions done. So let's just have a look. So we're still on 64. Let's just get out, have a look, see what it says. Okay, so the pH value, so we might have to run over this with the fertiliser spreader then. I will just try that, because although we went over this with the fertiliser spreader, it is only saying good rather than perfect. And it will just be interesting to see what that top field is up to as well. Nothing in the sale again. Well, we're probably only about an hour away from putting that production down. if nothing comes up. We're trying our best. Looks like we might be stuck with this tractor and harvester for a little bit longer, if not. So the colour's definitely changing. It's definitely having an effect. Whether it's going to be enough of an effect, I'm not too sure. But we'll... Okay. Yeah, that's because that bit had been done already. Very random how it works sometimes. So this bit is fully done. Is it fully done though? It's very odd how some of the mini-map is green, some of it is staying red. I'm a little bit unsure what's going on there. It's still throwing out the fertiliser, but it seems to be doing it very, very patchy, and I'm really unsure why. Let's just go on to here. Yeah, so it doesn't want any on that field. It seems to be very, very patchy on this extension though. It's randomly throwing it out, it's not covering the mini-map. It's very, very strange. But then it seems on this second pass, yeah, see, it stopped again. Alright, so it doesn't seem to want to do certain parts for some reason, although it is coming out. Very, very strange. So we will just head over to our fields over here. It shouldn't need any. Yeah, so it doesn't here. Obviously, when we put the seeds on, we fertilise this at the same time. I'm not sure why this field up here is yellow. See, now it's taken some. Now that's just really strange. It seems very, very patchy. That is really odd. Why is this field here completely yellow? I'm unsure. Not sure what's going on. It's a bit odd, a bit bizarre. It is just throwing out little bits here and there. I'm wondering, is this now coming out because of the grass patch in the middle? Is this what this is covering? Super strange. But now it's carrying on. Yeah, I don't know. That's so odd. I mean, it is using it. The litres are going out very slow, but it is using it. And here we go again. And again, it's just so patchy. I don't get why it's doing that. Well, it's a little bit of a mystery, but let's have a look at the precision farming score. Anyway, so it's gone back down to 64. That is so strange. So we can look at the details here. So it's showing the nitrogen at only 13.8, the pH, and as suspected, the weed control is a problem. Very, very odd. Only maybe, I'm unsure, could it be something to do with perhaps after we harvest the next set of crops we could need to cultivate the field? Would that be why? Obviously some of these fields here haven't been ploughed for a very, very long time. Do they need cultivating every now and then? I'm not too sure. Answers on a postcard, please. So you know what, it's 5:30 in the evening. We've still got nothing on the sale page. It's all taken too long. We can't wait forever. So looks like we're going for a production. Hopefully by the time something comes on, tractor or harvester, we would have made the money from the production to be able to pay for it. But we cannot wait any longer. We can't sit still. We need to get this done. It's taken far, far too long. So I have made a decision. We're going with a farm factory. All we need to do is find a place to put it. Now, potentially in the corner here might be a nice idea, so it's out of the way. So there we have it, our very own farm factory. Look at that. So this, can we go into the menu here? Yeah, so let's have a look. So there is so much stuff we can do here. We can make wheat flour, barley flour, we can make so much stuff. We can use so many of our resources. We can make bread cake, sugar beet sugar, sunflower oil. We'll definitely be making olive oil, that is for sure. Cereal, so many things you can make from this production. So I think that'll be super nice. We'll work towards making a few of these, and that should hopefully improve the money that we get, really. If we can turn the olives into olive oil, sell the olive oil for a nice amount of money. We'll work on a few things, but that's pretty nice. I'm glad we got that down. I think this will be a pretty nice step for us. I'm happy with that. There's not really anywhere else I could have put it, so it might look a little bit out of place, I guess, but again, once the area is built up, you won't even notice it. That'll fit straight in. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.